Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Let your body begin to soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your shoulders melt downward, as if gravity is gently holding you in place. Now imagine yourself standing on the edge of a quiet sea. It's early morning. The sky is pale, the air still. Everything feels open, calm, and waiting. The sand beneath your bare feet is cool and smooth, a soft foundation that grounds you. The tide is coming in gently, not loud, not wild, just slow and rhythmic, like breath itself. Each wave rolls in with a whisper, and each time it reaches the shore, it leaves behind a delicate layer of foam, soft, glistening, weightless. You watch it closely, how it appears, swirls, and then dissolves into the sand, effortless, natural, gone. And suddenly, you realize this is what your anxiety can become. Not something to fix or fight or explain, but something to be softened, to be touched by the wave, to be lifted and dissolved. You take another deep breath in and exhale slowly as the next wave rolls in. And with it, you feel the first traces of tension begin to loosen. From your chest, from your throat, from the space behind your eyes. Let the ocean do the work. You don't have to understand how. You only need to allow it. Feel the water reach toward you again, wrapping around your ankles. Cool, soothing, alive. And when it pulls back, you imagine it taking something with it. A tight thought, an old fear, a single, sharp edge of anxiety. The foam swirls and dissolves. So does the tension. You begin to walk slowly along the shore. Your body relaxes with each step. Your breath synchronizes with the rhythm of the sea. And with every wave, you give away a little more of what no longer serves you. This is not escape. This is exchange. The ocean knows what to do. It knows how to receive what you've been holding too long. Let it take some of the weight now. Let it show you what peace can feel like. Just like seafoam, your anxiety can rise and fade, and it begins here. You continue walking slowly along the shore, bare feet leaving soft impressions in the sand. The ocean moves beside you, steady, patient, ancient. You begin to notice how your breath starts to mirror the rhythm of the waves. Inhale, the wave rolls in. Exhale, the wave draws back. Inhale, exhale. You are no longer separate from the sea. You are breathing with it. You are moving with it. And in that rhythm, something begins to shift. Not all at once, not dramatically, but softly, kindly. You feel the grip of anxiety loosen from your chest. Your shoulders drop a little more. Your belly softens. Your mind, once spinning, now slows. Not into silence, but into stillness. You pause for a moment and look down at your hands. They've been holding something, tight, invisible, constant. And now, you unclench your fingers. You let the next wave come close. And as the seafoam dances around your toes, you offer it what you no longer wish to hold. It may be a thought, a feeling, a word, a tightness without a name. Whatever it is, the ocean receives it, without judgment, without needing a reason. You watch it dissolve, just like the foam, just like the breath, just like the weight you no longer need. And with that, you begin to remember. Peace doesn't mean nothing is happening. Peace means you no longer have to hold it all alone. You let your breath deepen now. Slow, slow, slow. Each inhale stretches your ribs open. Each exhale clears a little more space inside you. Not in your mind, but in your body. This is where anxiety lives. And this is how it begins to leave. Not through control, but through surrender. You walk a little further, and each wave that greets you now feels like a balm, a comfort, a promise. You don't have to brace anymore. You don't have to pretend it's fine. You don't have to be stronger than you feel. The ocean doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks for presence. So be here. Be in your breath. Be in the rhythm. Let the foam rise. Let it dance. Let it fade. This is how anxiety dissolves. This is how you come home to your softness. You've stopped walking now. You find a place to sit, right at the edge of the tide. The water laps gently against your legs. The foam swirls around your hands, and time simply fades away. There is no past here, no future, only the soft movement of the sea, only the quiet inside you. Your breath is slow, your body is heavy, but in the best way, like it's finally allowed to rest, to sink, to not hold anything for a while. You lean back on your hands, face tilted toward the sky, and for the first time in so long, you feel still, not numb, not distant, just still. You begin to notice the layers of your anxiety, not as enemies, but as echoes. Old thoughts that once protected you, old patterns that kept you safe, old reflexes that tensed before the world asked anything of you. But now, they are softening, wave by wave, breath by breath. You look down again at the foam swirling around you. It's everywhere, gentle, playful, light. It forms and fades without resistance. And in that, you realize something. You are allowed to be like this too. You are allowed to feel, to come and go, to rise and dissolve. You don't have to be solid all the time. You don't have to be sharp. You don't have to be ready for anything. You can be soft. You can be here. The tide rises gently and touches your thighs. You don't pull away. You allow it to surround you, as if the water is embracing you from every direction, not to take anything from you, but to give something back. Peace, permission, presence. You close your eyes, and now you no longer just see the sea foam. You become it. You feel yourself floating on the edge of the world and the deep, dissolving, not disappearing, but returning to something more natural, more true. You are not broken, you are not lost, you are simply tired, and now you rest. Let yourself drift, let the water hold you, let the foam whisper, you don't need to do anything right now. Just breathe, just be. You remain seated at the edge of the sea. The waves kiss your skin in soft, pulsing intervals, as if they're reminding your body how to feel safe. The seafoam wraps around your ankles like silk. It rises in patterns, dances for a moment, and then fades into nothing. But that nothing is not empty. It's peace. You exhale again, this time longer than before. Something inside you has finally dropped. Not collapsed, but surrendered. The part of you that was bracing, it's gone quiet. The part that rehearsed answers, calculated reactions, tightened at the thought of tomorrow, it has gone still, melted, returned to the water. You lean forward slightly and place your palms in the sand, feeling it cold beneath the surface, warm from the sun above. Grounding, alive, your breath is slower now. You don't need to manage it. It flows on its own, like the tide. You've synced. You are no longer separate from calm. You are calm. You are no longer carrying tension. You've let it float out to sea. You close your eyes again. Inhale deeply and feel your lungs stretch wide. Exhale slowly and imagine every bit of old fear, tightness, rush, pressure, leaving you in swirls of light. You picture the sea foam now not just as water, but as energy, white, effervescent, cleansing. With every breath, it moves through you, gathering what no longer belongs, lifting what was too heavy, and carrying it all back to the ocean. You do not feel empty. You feel clear. You do not feel numb. You feel soft. You do not feel lost. You feel free. And with that, something else begins to rise inside of you. Something you hadn't expected. Lightness. Not silly, not careless, but real, sacred lightness, like laughter that comes after tears, like the feeling of being finally allowed to relax. You smile, maybe softly, maybe fully. You feel your heart again, not racing, not hiding, but open. You are here. You made space. You let go. And now, you begin to remember what it feels like to be okay. Not because everything is solved, but because you are safe enough to stop solving. Let that land. Let it echo. You are not your anxiety. You are not your fear. You are the wave that stays, the breath that returns, the seafoam that rises and dissolves with grace. You remain still for a moment longer, feet in the water, palms in the sand, breath slow and steady. The ocean hasn't changed, but something inside you has. You feel lighter, not just in body, but in thought, in breath, in being. The sea foam continues to roll in and out, but now you no longer look at it as a symbol. You feel yourself as part of it, rising and fading, moving and softening, always returning to peace. You rise gently to your feet, no urgency, no tension. You brush your hands over your legs and begin walking slowly along the shore. Not away from anything, but with everything you've just reclaimed. The sound of the waves becomes your rhythm. The coolness of the breeze becomes your clarity. You don't feel empty. You feel spacious. You don't feel fragile. You feel alive. As you walk, you notice the thoughts that once ran in circles are quiet. The pulse that once raced with what if is steady. The need to fix something is gone. You are not carrying the world anymore. You are carrying yourself, gently, completely, and without apology. You find a place to pause. You look out at the sea, and you whisper, inwardly or aloud, I am safe, I am soft, I am clear, I am allowed to rest. You place your hand over your heart. It beats steadily beneath your palm. A reminder that your body knows how to return to peace if only you give it the space. You close your eyes. One last breath in, deep and slow, and a long, soft exhale, letting go of anything that still lingers. Now begin to come back. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Feel your spine supported. Feel the surface beneath you. Take a moment to stretch or stay still a little longer, your choice. And when you're ready, open your eyes. The world has not changed, but you have. You carry serenity now, not as an idea, but as a state of being. And like sea foam, it may come and go, but it always returns, just like your breath, just like you.